part. Oh, you're the best part. Oh, best part.
Hey guys, it's your girl Fitness J, also known as your fitness bestie. So today is Wednesday and everybody get into the chit chat. But before that, I want to recap what's going on this month. And it's the last time. Y'all like, dang man, I already know what's going on. But I just have to tell y'all, you know I got new fitness besties out there, okay? So yeah, it's the last week. So we're talking about letting go and choosing you and becoming the best person that you need to become. Why? Because the best part is you. And when the best part is you, you simply want that best for yourself, all right? So, sometimes you may know, but however, you may need to know again, because at the same time, you guys have to always be in that energy. And every time you're in that energy, you're going to know exactly when things come to you. I'm becoming the best person I need to become. Why? Because you're going to know exactly the best part is you, and you're not going to be putting up with people, places, and things that come to you with that nonsense. Okay, you're going to be like, nah, I don't think so, because that ain't going to happen today. Oi? Exactly. Moving on. So, we're going to get into it. Our bestie chit chat today. Y'all, I did not know what I was going to talk about. And literally, I just put like random topics in a bowl. And I was just like, okay, I'm just going to pick one. Whatever comes out, that's what we're going to get into. And then I had got a bestie request. And she was like, oh, can you talk about... And I'm like, what? Like, what? Like, So, I was like, okay, I'm going to put it in a rotation. And then, next thing you know, I'm like, here, I'm picking my stuff out of the bowl still. And then, next thing you know, the same thing she said, that's what I picked out. So, hey, she got her wish now. All right, so today we're talking about trauma, you guys, all right? And like I said, you guys, I am a coach. I am not a therapist. I do not act like a therapist. What I can only do is give you guidance on my personal experience, and then you guys make the decision, okay? Because everybody's in charge of their own life, and it's up to you to manage it, all right? So, yeah. So before we get into that, I feel like we need to have a prayer, because when you touch into these topics, it's really hard and it's emotional. And like I said, when you go out into the real world, you have your shield on and it's like you're doing your own thing. But then when you come back home or you go to a place where you're quiet by yourself, the shield is off and it's like, bam, you hit with so many things. So like at those moments, you have to really, go within yourself and tap into that energy to see like what is going on. And dealing with situations that you guys already know, what happened to me and the whole attack and stuff. And like I said, like I decided to choose me, and I know that the best part is me, and that's why I moved on. However, even when you move on, you take that leap of faith and you move on, sometimes you hit with that back, some back energy that just come up randomly. And we're gonna get into those situations that I had got into after the attack, because and that's where the trauma comes in, because it's like, okay, yes, I got over it. However, it's like certain things kind of like trigger those moments and you have like those flashbacks. And then that's why when you have those flashbacks, okay, then you realize, okay, like it's something that is still like, making you like trigger. And like I say, fear is that, fear is like that negative energy. A lot of things that people can label what fear is, whatever. And I'm gonna keep it fluffy because I don't want to go that deep with you. But when you have that fear that comes up, that is something that is keeping you from, continuing your life, keeping you trapped, keeping you boxed, in that stage. And like I say, even with the fear, you have to like walk where you need to go. You know what I mean? So easy said than done. However, you're gonna get through it. So yeah, we're gonna get into it. All right, yeah, let's get into it. All right, and like I said, I'm just gonna try to keep it, as not, I want to keep it fluffy because I don't want to have everybody, I don't want nobody out there being sad. Like, this is not for people. I don't want you to come here and like be sad. I want you to come here and be like, okay, yay, finish yay. Like, I understand where I'm at and I understand where I need to get. So after watching this, okay, cry it out. You know what I mean? And keep pushing through the next level, okay? We don't want to stay in this negative energy like that. We don't want to be sobbing all over it. That's why I say I like to, even though letting go of the past is hard, however, I like to skim through it because at the end of the day, we have to live in the present moment because that is the only moment. That's the only thing that matters is living in the present moment and just making sure of any past situation that we go through. We have to make sure that we attack them so we're not bringing it into our present moment, okay? So yeah, let's bow our heads down and let's get it. All right. So, and I always say the Lord's Prayer. That's my prayer that I say. However, whatever you feel like you want to say, that's what you do, okay? Our Father who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. Lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For then is the kingdom, the power, and the glory forever and ever. Amen. Fitness besties. Amen. All right, let's get it. All right. So yeah. All right. So when I was going through after I was shot and I was overcoming the situation I was overcoming, I was kind of like in shock and like disbelief that that was happening to me. After a while, I got like stronger and through help with family and friends. My mom was a big part of my back. She's like my backbone, man. I love that lady to death, man. But I act tough, y'all. Like, guns, right? All right. So, I act tough, but my mom, like, is like my backbone, you guys. And my mom understands me because I act tough, you know what I mean? Because that's how I can keep everything. That's how I manage everything in my life. Because if I worry about so many things, right, then it kind of like weigh down on me. So then I have to tap into my masculine energy, so I can keep pushing. Because if I'm like, keep on dwelling, it will be hard for me to take the next step. And like I say, ego is okay, you guys. If you have too much ego, it becomes too much. But you have to have that ego, you know what I mean, to make you, get to where you need to get. You know what I mean? So yeah, so you guys, okay, so basically with the whole incident, the flashbacks that I had was, for example, I didn't like coming out at nighttime. If I seen the same car, I was getting like, I just thought something was gonna happen. Yeah, and just like if I heard a knock at the door, I didn't want to open it. It's been a couple of times where, I was coming out and somebody knocked on my door, knocked on my car door, and I got like really irritated, like very frustrated, emotional too at that, because it was like, okay, maybe that person did not want that, but at the end of the day, like, why are you coming to my car at nighttime? You know what I mean? So then it became like a, where I was kind of like, being a little bit afraid. And like I said, like it'd be like certain situations that make you like tap into that like that event that happened to you. So at the end of the day, like I said, you have to pray about it and then give it to your creator so you guys are able to work out. Because like I say, like everybody get rid of certain situations differently. You know what I mean? The only thing that you can do is really just like, what I do personally is just like, I'll just go over what had happened, like what made me like afraid, you know what I mean? And like, and how I get over it is that I don't fear anybody but God. And I'm not going to start living my life for anybody. You know what I mean? So it's like, and that's what I say when I'm like, and like when I was attacked, they had on ski masks. So like now we're in the epidemic, everybody wear masks. So it's like, you know, like what the heck? You know, you walk out, you be like, what's the heck all this going on? You know? So it's like at the end of the day, I can be like fear. I can let fear keep me trapped and not want to do anything. Or I can be like, okay, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, it happened. I still have to live my life because I'm living in the present moment right now. And whatever happens, happens. You know what I mean? I can only do what I can do. When you overthink it, you overstress the situation. And like I say, when you overthink, that's why you have to go in that quiet space to get rid of all the noises that's in your head right now that's keeping you like, you know, bound to like not going to that next level. And like I say, we're going to get into it later on like different situations as well, because everybody works differently. You can't say one thing to one person and expect everybody to do the same thing. However, I'm just letting you know from my point of view on what I did. All right. So, yeah, I didn't like people coming too close to me. Like, you know, somebody come and I'm like, okay, like, you know what I mean? Like, dang, Jay, like, chill, you know? So it was just a lot of things that I had to go through that was like more like a mental thing, because I was not the same after that, you know? So it was like, okay, let me just breathe, moving on, you know what I mean? And then like I say, and like those, it's like flashbacks where you just have it for like, you know, a few seconds and then you calm down and you move on. But like I say, you just have to find like what you do to help you. I do a lot of like meditating. I like to be quiet. I love my personal space because I'm able to tap into my own personal energy, and I'm able to, you know, get rid of things that don't serve me. So yeah. What else I can talk about, you guys? So I was also sad about the whole incident, overwhelmed, emotional, and stuff like that. I journal a lot. So I always was writing down like what I was feeling at the time. Because sometimes people don't know exactly because it's never happened to them. So they don't know how to take it, you know? However, it's like they're being supportive in the best way that they can. So you just take it for what it is. However, it's up to you to fix what is, you know, not working for you. The incident that happened to me, you know, I was not able to do a lot of things like walking at all. And I remember going to the store, and I was trying to get a box of cereal off, you know, on the shelf, and I couldn't get the box of cereal. So I'm like, golly, like, you know, how can I can get this box of cereal, right? So next thing you know, and I didn't want to call my mom for help. I just wanted to get the cereal, you know. So I was out in the store, you know, shopping, and I said, Mama, I told my mom, like, Mom, I got it. Like, go ahead, do your thing. You just do whatever you do. Go around the store. I got it. So I'm up here pushing the cart around and everything. And I'm like, okay, I'm gonna get this cereal. And I didn't want the box right there. I wanted the box up there, right? So you don't know if NJ gotta like come through. So I'm like, okay. So then I'll hold the shelf. And I was like, okay, I'm gonna get up here. And then next thing you know, I couldn't get the box because my legs gave out. And then I was like, man, bump down. I don't even want them cereal no more. So then I got in the cart, and then I drove around. And at that moment, I just got really sad. Like, I got really sad. And I probably I think one of the first times when I started getting out and about that I was like crying. And then I was like, You know, I'm not mad at the cereal. I was mad that I couldn't, you know, get I couldn't get the cereal. So I'm driving around the car. Next thing you know, my mom like, what's wrong? And I'm like, I just can't get, you know, like the cereal. And I was so mad, just so like overwhelmed, because I was mad about my physical ability, that I was not able to do the things like you guys. I could not do a lot of things. I had everyone all around me trying to, like, you know, I just was like, nah, I just want to do it by myself, you know? So it's like, you go through those little trigger points, like, you know, like, dang, you know, whatever, if you're in a current situation, this message is for you, you know? At that moment, you know, you feel overwhelmed and stressed about a situation that your body is currently in, or you physically, whatever you in right now. It's like, you know, and it's kind of like you just have to breathe, take a step back for a second, you know, and you will get that cereal. So then, I was after that, I was like chill, but it was like that moment I was kind of mad that I couldn't get that cereal, y'all. I was mad. But it was like certain things be like a test, right? I say that to say, like, it'd be like a test to see, like, are you just going to like walk away, Jay, or are you going to go get that cereal? You know what I mean? So you know I had to scoot back around and go get that cereal, okay? But yeah, and like I say, and it's like all these situations, like, it be certain events that happen to see, like, okay, are you gonna just be afraid? You know what I mean? Are you just gonna walk away? Are you just simply just gonna give up, you know? Or are you gonna, like, attack, you know? Attack. Take that leap in action, you know what I mean? Keep pushing, because you're gonna have other situations that come up, and it's up to you what you're gonna do, you know? So, yeah, y'all, yeah. All right. So, I think in the whole thing, being confused, right? Confused, sad, like, about everything, right? And then it's kind of like you just want to numb everything out and not just think about it. However, you also have to, that's why I say you have to, like, tap into that energy, because you can just numb something, go forward, but then eventually it's going to come back to surface. Something's going to trigger that incident. So every day you're going to get stronger to move forward on what you need to move forward in. So, yeah, like I say, you can take different situations, because, like, you know, a lot of times, you know, when people lose loved ones, get raped, it's a lot of things that go into those, into that situation that happened to you. So it's really hard to kind of like tap into certain people, different situations, because it's kind of like a personal thing that we would have to do a chit chat on. But yeah, it's basically, you guys, like I say, and the homework for this week is basically, I would say, sit quiet with yourself, right? And ask yourself, and take yourself to that situation too as well. It's been many times where I sat quiet with myself, and I was literally just trying to think about that whole night, because so many people was asking me so many questions, like, what happened? What street you turn on? How did that, what, you know what I mean? And you get so confused with, like, what you want to say. It's like, you know, well, maybe it wasn't that, or what, you know? But, you know, it's just the fact that it's being forced out of you. That's why you have to work on your own time and find out what happened. So even like today, like this day, I would ride down that street and see, like, what happened. You know what I mean? Because me, I like to put things out of my mind. That's it. But I know I like to tread back to see, like, what was what. You know what I mean? And I don't know, one video I will do that, where I go back and I'll show you guys what happened, whatever. yeah, I'm not able to do too much with my legs right now, but and people always ask me this, like, you gonna ride your bike? Yeah, I'm gonna ride my bike, man. What you mean? Like, hey, this your girl Fitness J, man. I do what I want to do, okay? So, and like I say, people ask those questions is because they don't realize that, like, you can't be stuck in that same energy. People want you to be stuck, really. Like, I'm just gonna tell you the truth, because they're like, oh, you know, yeah, like, I'm gonna ride my bike. What do you mean? Like, you know, and like at the end of the day, it's like they will probably want me to say no, like, you know. And like I say, like, nobody is not going to want the same thing that you want in your life. Like I say, Fitness Bestie, the best part is you. You have to have to make these changes for yourself. Because sometimes people around you, they may feel like they want the best for you. Oh, okay. You're gonna see. Like I say, people want you to stay closed in that box. You know what I mean? And like y'all gonna see, man. Y'all better get the deck. Like I'm trying to say, people want you to stay closed in the box. They don't want people to blossom. Let me bring my flower down. Hey. You see these flowers? They're blossoming. They don't want you to blossom, man. And like I say, when you like right now, we're in the root right now. Right now, we're here. When we start to grow, evolve, I'm trying to tell y'all not gonna be worrying about these people, places, and things that like putting stuff in your head. You're gonna be like, nah, I'm good, because I'm finna get on my bike and ride today, okay? And at the end of the day, it's not even about riding a bike. It's about that people want you to stay stuck and trapped. And at the end of the day, they should be saying like, oh, when you gonna get on that bike and ride? Oh, okay, that's what I thought. That's what, hey, you already know I'm about to get on there right now. You know what I mean? And that's what I'm trying to stay. Sometimes, and like I say, everybody is different. I'm not going to say that person was bad for saying that. I'm just trying to say that people sometimes say things without even like thinking behind what's going on, right? That's why it's up to you to know. Like, you can hear a lot of stuff. However, that don't mean you have to like take all in that energy that they throwing at you. No, you sit with yourself and you find out, okay, what do my fitness besties want to do? You know what I mean? Or you know what I'm saying? What do you want to do? And when you want to know what you want to do, there you go. You do it. That's it. Because if you keep on worrying about all these people, you're going to drive yourself crazy. You do what you want to do. That's it. That's it, man. That's it. All right, y'all. Hey. So, like, this is the last week. We're talking about letting go and choosing you. However, next month, we're going to get into it. And I'm going to post it out sometime by the end of this week. What we're going to be on next month. You guys already seen the hip thrust. So we're going to be doing that. And we're going to get in them glutes. Y'all already know, booty. Y'all already like, hey, Jay, we better get in there. All right, y'all already know. Calm down, Jay, calm down. Okay, well, I already know, because everybody like, so when we going to do the glutes, man? Like, okay, y'all already know. All right. So, I'm going to leave you guys with a message. And I have got this. Hope you guys can see it. All right, so one-on-one Bible promises. You guys can get that on Amazon if you like. I love it. Okay, like I do, I just shuffle, and I'm gonna do it right now. And we're gonna pull a message on what my fitness besties need to hear. And we're gonna get into it. And like you guys, I also posted on my Instagram. All my social medias tomorrow, so you guys can see the message as well. Right, let's see. One message for my fitness besties. God voice thunders in marvelous ways. He does great things beyond our understanding. Behind the card, the Lord is good and stronghold in the days of trouble, and he knows those who trust in him. All right, fitness besties. All right, so I will see you guys on Friday so we can go over our last check-in. So I'll probably make a public announcement because we still got a couple more days after the plain chicken on Friday. So if not, I'll probably do it on a Saturday, okay? I have to look at it and see. But if not Friday, Saturday. But I also, you guys stay connected to my social medias because I'm always posting any updates, anything, you guys. I will definitely post it, okay? I won't leave my besties hanging. All right, you guys. So, yeah, that was a little good chit chat. I mean, I really didn't go into it that much. I just wanted to touch base, like I said, about certain situations, and we definitely will get into it next month as well. Like I said, I'm still gonna recap certain things. I just have to I will work it out in my agenda, you guys. All right, bye.